Hello! So something that we're starting to do here also at Epic, since we're a level up creator, is do some Let's Plays. This is Valkyria Chronicles 4. It just came out actually today. We did a pre-launch party late last night, and it was really fun because it came out here at 9 p.m. Pacific time, since it launched 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to continue on with our adventure here. So let's see here. So last the town was on fire. No, John, actually, it's not why I stayed late. I stayed late to help Chris clean up some stuff at work. I was supposed to be home and doing this earlier, actually, since the Final Fantasy stream ended a lot earlier. But I finally got everything all buttoned up, and so now I'm back home playing this. But yeah, so this is Valkyria Chronicles 4. It just came out for PlayStation 4. Let me see what else came out for. Steam, on PC, Xbox One, and the Switch. I got the PS4 version. Mostly because I played the previous games on PS 3 and 4, and it also has the best graphics out of the consoles in terms of its processing power and such. And since I was looking to stream, I wasn't really interested in doing the handheld, though Switch is an amazing, amazing system for sure. So John, when was the last one you played? Did you play like 2 and 3 on the PSP, or did you play the original one on PS3/PS4? Yeah, so did I. That's actually the reason I bought a PS3, because originally it was that or Braid for Xbox 360. Man, we're dating ourselves, aren't we? You know, back in 07, 08, and I ended up buying a PS3 because this game was on that system. Or Valkyria Chronicles 1 was. Lucky for me, Braid ended up coming out on PS4 later anyway, so it didn't really matter. Something that I'll talk about here that's kind of weird is that this game specifically does not have much voice acting. Unlike the first one, which had a lot. I was talking to some folks in stream last night, and it was just like, man, there's all these different points in which I'm expecting to hear, voice acting, and it just doesn't happen. So that's kind of one indictment I have of this game so far. Other than that, though, it's basically what you'd expect from Valkyria Chronicles. Really good, solid tactical gameplay. Good character development in between, a lot of customizability, and just a good game in general. What's super funny, by the way, folks, is on Facebook specifically, you can't actually list this game, so that's why it says Valkyria Chronicles by itself, because the 4 actually apparently hasn't been uploaded into their database yet. So I had to choose something that was right, yeah, and that's what happens. There are cinematics, but what's really weird, and I saw both Polygon and Kotaku's reviews mention this, is that it really feels like a game from the early to mid 2000s in some ways, because you see they'll do cinematics that are really sweeping with great orchestration and everything else, and then they'll have the voiceovers. But it'll almost be like one of those PS1, PS2 era cutscenes, because at the very end it'll abruptly then go back to this kind of style of interplay where it's just text, for 5-10 minutes with characters going back and forth with no actual audio, so it's kind of weird in that way. Yeah, where I am right now, actually. Strangely enough, I'm doing it on all three major platforms simultaneously, because right now we're in the kind of viewers and exposure phase. And obviously, eventually, you have to choose due to monetization and all that. But for now, yeah, we're doing it simultaneously. Like I was saying, this is part 2. My first part was on Twitch and YouTube only. And I worked out all the kinks yesterday, so yeah, if you want to add us on all platforms, we got lucky. Epic Gaming PDX is our handle on everything. There isn't a single platform that you're not going to find us, at least mainstream. Even like Snapchat, we have actually one for a Snapchat for Epic Gaming that we like never use, but oh man, Street Fighter installed in the background. Man, this is like wall of text. I love role-playing games, but okay. So now we have old wounds. All right. Let's do another cutscene here. So it's kind of cool though for folks that are playing this game after playing 1 is that there's DLC that actually brings both parties together. And that was one of the things you got if you got this super special edition with like the resin tank and all that. And I didn't do that just because those DLCs will be coming out in like early December for everybody for a much cheaper price. But that's kind of cool Easter egg for folks that did play the original. Yeah, so am I. I'm right there with you, man. But there are some new unit types in this game, though. For example, the main female protagonist actually has like a emplacement mortar that she drags around. That's pretty cool. It does AoE burst attacks. And that's the newest thing that I've seen so far. Besides that, it's been the typical mix of scouts and, you know, stormtroopers and such. Okay, can we? No, we're still going through storyline here. Oh man. So this will be interesting to see if we're gonna have to go back in time and like do this mission kind of out of order. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So again, for those of you just joining us, we're doing a playthrough of Valkyria Chronicles. It's still launch day here, Pacific time. We also got it early yesterday because they released it at 12 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and of course we're Pacific, so we got it at 9 p.m. So we did the first kind of couple battles last night, and we're continuing on today. Getting through kind of a lengthy background story segment here. But I think... What's interesting, though, is you see Kai on the far left, and he is not here anymore. So I don't know what's that all about. All right, mock combat mission. All right, there we go. There's battle. All right, Ranger course evaluation. Okay. So in this mission, Raz is not going to be following us. That's going to be fun. So victory is ensured if we can destroy the enemy base camp, or capture rather. The failure if Claude, Raz, or Kai are forced to retreat, 3 or more allies are forced to retreat, or 2 turns pass. Well, this is going to be fast. Okay, let's take a look. So we have Claude. We need to add, so we have Kai as well. So Kai and Claude are in. We probably need to bring in, let's see. Bring Zyga in. Grab Curtis as well. And we can also grab... Well, we need to be smart. I think, honestly, the smart play is to remove Curtis, actually, and then replace him with an anti-tank unit, because otherwise we're going to have a problem if we run into any tanks, so we're going to put Laurent out there. So let's go. All right. So we have 2 turns to do this. And as expected, Raz runs off on his own. Well, what? Oh, I took out somebody off the bat. That's good. Capture the camp before my second turn ends. Okay, we have 3, 6, 7 command points. That's cool. Alright, so out of the gate, we're going to need to probably... yeah, probably... Well, man, I think the best play probably is to take Kai and then snipe that... Good, Master Sniper. Nice. Okay, we're going to want to hit this... we're going to hit this guy. If we can, then that'll solve that problem. Got him. Awesome. Perfect. So now we can move and get into position to just go further. We'll do that. Alright, so we're going to need to take a Sharptrooper Zaga in next, because he can bum rush this other scout and then take him out before we have any problems. Okay, go for it. Yeah, that's it. Run over here then and crouch. Like I was saying earlier, it's the only problem. We got 2 turns, so we can move super fast. We cannot screw around. So also interesting too, Claude isn't piloting the tank. He's just outfitted with basic scout gear. So what we can do actually is check this out. Right there, we'll throw a grenade and that should blast it. Yep. Good business. Alright, we'll capture this flag now, so that solved the problem. We did in 1 turn instead of 2. So perfect. What I'm worried about, though, is what happens if they tell us we have 2 more turns to do it, and we have to constantly kind of run up as we go along. Because that would kind of suck. Four turns pass. Okay, so this is turn 1, so we actually were able to bank that second turn. That's nice. That means we can just keep pressing hard. I want to get an S rank on a mission. So far I've only gotten an A rank, and I got like a B and a C, I think. Because that last mission I was super, super sloppy on. So there is a tank. Okay, I'm so glad I actually like... Alright, let's see. Is this good enough? Yeah, we're gonna need to take this thing out. Let's fire it. Yep. We're gonna need to run Lauren a couple more times actually, because otherwise that tank's just gonna start opening up machine gun fire and we're gonna get screwed. So we best keep it on point here. Alright. One more time here and that should clear it. Tank down. That's good. So I'll have him crouch. All right, we need that now. The problem is we need this guy because we're like out of ammo all over the place. Right? Yeah, no, I mean, I love this game because of like how, I don't know, it's beer and pretzel in some ways and like how straightforward it is, but other ways it's just a fun game in general. All right, so all of our guys now have, man, that's exciting. All of our guys have been reinforced here. Can we hit him at all? Yeah, we got him. So unfortunately, we didn't really advance at all this turn, but we did take out that tank, which was definitely worth it. So, oof, that wasn't good. So we do have a sniper hanging out over there. That's not good. All right. So Raz, of course, is not under my control. We don't have a gym badge high enough to control him, apparently. We Pokemon fans. But I don't need to control him, it looks like. He's doing work, which is great. So for those of you just joining us again, this is Valkyria Chronicles 4. It just launched today in the States. And we're on the 4th mission currently, which is actually kind of a go back in time to the beginning when the squad formed, training mission versus more elite troops. And it turns out that our CO was trying to get us to fail, but our intrepid hero, Claude Wallace, isn't going to. So we're going to, in 3 turns, take out these elite Federation soldiers, apparently. So we're going to take our sniper here. And we're gonna go deep. I'm gonna see if I can get behind this sandbag. Yep, okay, we're good. So those guys are hanging out over there. All right, we can actually take this guy out. I think we're gonna go for it. Got him. Awesome. Sniper takes out sniper. That's the way it has to be. So he's gone. And, man, so what do we do though? We got this situation over here. The question is, do we want to go around? It seems to be kind of a way to kind of backtrack. You can see my cursor kind of arcing this way. Or we could try to advance up the hill. But these guys have submachine guns, and they're going to do lots of damage on the way up. So I'm thinking the smarter play probably is go around. But it's going to take some work. So let's grab our guy, Claude, and have him run around. See if we can do this here. So move up the hill, move around. Perfect. So we can do it. Here we go. This is perfect. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Take it out and got him. Well, it killed the one. The other one still has some. Oh, all right, we need to just like not be down there. Okay. Ouch. So that means we need to. Yeah, we'll need to take our shock trooper, Zyga, and run him up here. All right. We're going right up. Let's go. That was a lot of damage. All right, and we now can get him out of the line of fire, hopefully. So both these guys now have been hurt pretty badly. I think Kai just needs to go for it, because if can we actually see from this position? that hill screws things up. Alright. So that means we need to move closer so we can actually see this guy. Can we see him yet? We're going to lie down, actually. We're going to crawl. So crawling this game, what it does is it allows you to not have to... Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can really do here. He's behind sandbags, so we're going to have to be smart and just kind of advance slowly now, I think, because unfortunately, with him being behind this sandbag, it's going to be hard to get up there. That said, though, we still have enough CP here, command points, to probably still take him out, actually. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go... Okay. Alright. And there we go. Awesome. She's out. Perfect. We can take this reinforcement point. Great. All right, so this last capture point is going to be pretty rough. All right, let's do it. Let's go in. Okay, cool. So now Raz, okay, 8 turns passed. We got a little more time now to kind of build this thing up. Oh man, do you see that though? That approach has like 3 machine guns on it. That is brutal. All right. I think the play here is going to be, we'll take Claude and then give him Ragnite. Ragnate. Interesting. So I have to actually be controlling the engineer to restock people's gear. All right, that makes sense. I mean, let's see if Kai can actually do a takedown. All right, can we hit anybody? I think we can hit. Oh yeah. Man, that machine gun turret is behind sandbags. It's considered being cover, so we're not going to snipe them out, really. That sucks. Okay. So the enemy's going to go now. And they're going to do nothing, apparently. All right. We're gonna use Raz's turn. I think that's the play here. Have him run in. All right. So I think what we can do here in this case is just use Raz over and over again and get rid of these machine guns. That's pretty much what it looks like. So, okay, so there he is. Let's go. It's kind of cool as weapon too, is it has unlimited bullets, so you can do this forever, pretty much. All right. Oh, okay, that's different. We got guys over here now, which is fine. I mean, those machine guns, that machine gun arc is pointing. Well, no, actually, I'm wrong. Okay, so we're done. So now he can move ever so close to these sandbags. Yeah, you see that? That was so stupid. Like, just back to back to back. You're like, all right. Apparently, that's a strategy. We'll take Zyga now and kind of run him back here. I want to make sure that we clear everything else. So we're going to take out... Interesting. So this is an interesting kind of overlook here. I almost want to take this, take our sniper and bring him up there, but in fact, I'm going to. No, what I'm going to do is this actually. Take the time to at least I just added Curtis to my team, which I didn't want to do. That was a mistake, but it's okay. So we'll do that, we'll do that. Is there anybody else that we can connect with? Don't think there's any tanks. Can run him back here though. Hopefully we can make it. Almost. Good. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So 8 to work with. So we're going to get Kai and get him into position where he can... I'm going to try that. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to run him over here. Which is going to be a little bit frustrating. Yep, I got to basically wait. I got to run him twice to get him where he needs to go. So we'll run him a second time. Okay, can we do it now? Perfect. Awesome. These guys all have like helmets though. That is so irritating. so we gotta move in, I think. I don't know what else we can do, really. I think we're gonna need to move in. They're blown out. Got it. I'm gonna have to go up there and heal him. Like, I don't have a choice. That's bad. Or I actually can run. I can run Razin instead. Right? Don't you think so? Line of sight should be line of sight. That's kind of funny. Well, it looks like also Raz can't even go over there. That's stupid. You see this? Like, you can't even... Oh my gosh, that's dumb. But yeah, percent, yeah, it's question mark me. Like, there's nobody going. Yeah, he's gonna get hit a couple times and do nothing. So I said that getting Curtis was a mistake, but it actually might be something really, really good in the end, because I can run Curtis up there. And here we go. And we got it. Alright, so that's completed mission there. All of you are cleared for the Ranger course. John, why'd you give me a sad face? Just because the game's not as good as you thought it would be, or? I think it's a fun game. I think if you just realize that it's its own game in the end. Because a lot of like under the hood stuff is good. But it's, again, like the lack of voice acting kind of... Oh, the headshot that wasn't the headshot, yeah. I know, right? You can get tagged with a direct, sniper round, and, like, I don't even know. It was sad, yeah, it really was. Oh man, we got a reward. We got a Lenfield R1 ×2. And we got some other guns too. Alright. Alright. So what we're going to do actually right now is head back to headquarters for a second. We got some gear. And also I want to go and do a couple skirmishes. Yeah, Stephanie. I think it's so funny because usually when in games, right, you have a sniper. When they do that, it's pretty like clear. That's usually a one shot and one and done. Either you miss or you hit, but if you hit, it's over. So having it be like 33% health damage is kind of weird. Let's see. Yeah, I would pick it up. I'm not regretting it at all, really. It's not to that level. That said, I think in my entire life I've only returned 2 games ever, and out of the dozens and dozens I've played, and this is nowhere close to that. Like it's. So we have all these. Oh, these are better. Yeah, you see that? The Robinson M92 versus the M91R Actually, this was a slightly better weapon, so we're going to use that. Wow, that's a lot better. Look at that! Look at that! The damage, and then the big one I'm looking at is the aim. It goes from a D+ to a B+. That's crazy. Oh, we'll give it to Curtis. He's the main guy I tend to throw in there. Give Zaga the other one. Is there anything else I can get here for these? That's flat out better too. So you see there, like, Kai Shulin now, like, we were just playing Kai Shulin. Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, I was able to charge this in the end. Same kind of reason, right? Because this is me working on developing and expanding stuff. So in a similar position as you, John. Let's see here. So this is it. And then Riley. Reports. She actually has a better weapon right now, the Sanders M1. Yeah, character progression is super good. It really is. Like, I will say that so far I am kind of getting into these characters. There is some interplay, and definitely character development is something that we're and here's the whole kind of achievement thing. You can kind of look through and... You know what's funny though? It's like living... I'll actually say this like live on stream here. So I you know, running a card store, right, and having all the cards, like, it's kind of like working in a candy store. Eventually, it's like, this is the thing that you do, and they're absolutely valuable, and you respect them. But like for me, that's... I play video games as a result. You know, card games are something that I definitely enjoy, and I like Final Fantasy, for example, is a fantastic game. I mean, I can tell you out of all the games that we've serviced, Final Fantasy, they're doing a lot of things right. Not to say I'm not really happy with some of the stuff that Pokemon Magic have done too. Actually, gaming in general, it continues to get better and better. But that being said, for my personal like time, I definitely like playing video games. But of course, I talk to a lot of guys that are in the video game industry who say, "Oh man, I love playing card games." You know, I know guys that play Final Fantasy TCG and they you know, do indie game development. So it's kind of interesting to see. So here are all the characters here, so you can learn more about different characters and such. Let's see. Interesting. Let's see. That's kind of cool. You have these like these newspaper spreads. It's awesome. I'm not gonna do that now on stream, but well, we do have a lot of board games too. Like, we got that entire division now with a lot of the top 40, and there are a lot of really good games in there. That's for sure. So we're gonna go back to book mode. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is do some skirmishes. There's a pair of them we can do right now that are just used to increase experience. And so we're going to do both of these, and that's going to probably wrap it up for today. So the victory here is if the enemy base camp is captured and I lose and the enemy occupies my base camp, all allied infantry fall in action, or the enrage timer, 20 turns passed. There's space for a second tank. That's cool. Alright, we'll get Laurent in here. Put Allard in the back, of course. We'll get Kai on the left, and then we'll grab Riley. So yeah, Riley was the Grenadier I was telling you about that basically can deploy a mortar, so that should be kind of fun. I don't know, I think we'll put out a second Laurent or Eileen. I think it's funny too, like they have names of people that aren't like in the game yet. So yeah, we're gonna do this next. This is a basic skirmish, so mostly meant to grind experience. And let's see. We'll put Goblin in. That's what we did last time, and he's pretty useful. So these skirmishes specifically you can do over and over and over again to grind experience if you're in a position where you feel like your troops aren't strong enough to take on whatever the main storyline objective is. So in this case, we're going to run Kai. Let's see. Okay. Got it. Then we're going to run her up. And actually, let's take a look at the map really quick here. No, the right play is to get her into a position where she can hide or stand out in the open. I'll have to run her a second time to get her into a protected position. So here's our tank, the Hafen. Just like the tank in the first game, it's really strong. And pretty much can kill everything except for anti-tank units, which I don't think there's any on this map, actually. So we should be just fine. Let's take a look and see if we can use a mortar. If we can, that'll make this easy. Yep, I think we can. We're going to drop it right there. Perfect. Right? You'll see where the snipers are this time. Right, yeah, I mean, symbology right now, I mean, there's only scouts on this map. You have scouts and you have a shock trooper here. So I'm not really worried, honestly. I'm going to run Kai a second time here, and she can then... I'll just park her right here because of the goofiness that is the way these sandbags work. And this should solve this problem. Now we get the rest of our crew up here because everyone's all hanging out way back here. So. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I mean, looking at this map thinking, man, we have this entire loadout. What's going on? And I'm looking at this and being like, this is really dumb. Like, I don't, okay. You know, yeah, I'm not really worried about this. This is going to be just fine. So, I think Riley might be able to actually shoot that far. We'll see. How far can she shoot? Yeah, she totally can. Look at that, John. Like, seriously, that mortar is ridiculous. All right, mortar fire. Boom. Yeah, she's ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, when they brought her in, this first mission with her, I was just like, what is this character? Apparently, she's with you most of
basically the entire game. So definitely adds an extra. You can add more reinforcements if you need to. All right, and then those blue flashes are just they're character specific. Some of them are positive, like that. It just makes them better versus infantry. This guy. What's unfortunate is Kai, our sniper, has a really bad one called Empty Stomach, where her, like HP goes down if you try to use her more than once per turn. Right. Reckless charge, evasion down, which is fine. We use the tank for cover. Hey Mike, how you doing? Just playing through a little bit of Valkyria Chronicles 4, Sega and Atlus's newest tactical RPG. Just came out here in the States today. And just kind of doing a casual playthrough. By no means am I trying to speedrun this or, I don't know, do one for the record books. But I think it definitely is worth a pickup. It's a really, really fun game. Yeah, no rest. Rest for those who hustle, that's for sure. So I think the play here is to definitely get our entire crew forward. Though, John, I think you're right. I think it's overkill. I think we're definitely going to breeze through this. But I wanted to get it cleared at least once. This actually is like the first mission. The map is not a unique map at all. It's the map from the first mission in the game. So we can restock everybody, hit everyone with all right. So that was turn 1. You see that, the Overwatch fire? So my guy, they're running by, and my guys are firing at him. That makes that mortar character so strong. Okay. So there's a trooper here. I'm gonna first just use Curtis and kind of go up there and scout a little bit. All right, lay down. See if we can get this. Got him. Nice. XCOM's super good. Chris was playing that, and I have a lot of you know, friends in the past too, who are just like, you should totally play XCOM. And I was like, I'll get around to it. But yeah, watching Chris play it at Epic, I was just like, that game is really good. I gotta definitely play it. It's on my list. So we cleared that mission pretty clearly and cleanly. Mission was a success. Found A rank. I think a lot of it has to do with just speed, from what I can tell. So we're going to do this other skirmish, which again is another map we've already been at too. Same victory conditions, it looks like. What's cool about this game too is that you level up each class and not individual characters. So I'm not super worried about you know, doing any sort of grinding really, other than just general grinding for characters, because I can swap them out. Let's see. I'll just throw out a couple more scouts. Whatever. All right. Interesting start here, as you can see. We got a sniper, a shock trooper, and a scout hanging out in front. I'm getting the feeling I should probably just use Kai. Take out the other sniper. Alright, so even though we're in fog, it doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, that was easy. Alright, we're gonna keep her here for now, because I think the smart move is going to be to take the tank and just drive right up. Let's drive. Tank over there? It looks like there's a tank over here. No, it's just our scout. No, that's the objective, it looks like. So there is a tank here, though. You see that? Oh man. Okay, well, we gotta get our tank buster ready to go then, because I totally just drove right past that tank. That was kind of dumb. So we're gonna run our guy over here where the tank is. There's the tank. Can we hit the Ragnite on the back of it? Nope, I don't think so. Nope. Square changes the weapon. It changed the weapon on the tank. The tank has an anti-tank round. It has an anti-infantry mortar, and it has a machine gun. But I almost never use a machine gun because in most cases the mortar's better. So I wonder if the mortar can do damage to tanks. Let's find out. Ooh, this is gonna be dangerous. Okay, let's take a look. I don't think it can damage it. We'll try though. Yeah, it does nothing. We're gonna get Riley out of harm's way here. That seems like a really bad idea. So right as I like set up my guys, by the way, I was just like, you know what? I'll put a couple scouts out there. Yeah, right. By far, I was gonna say like tanks at the top of tanks have like no armor on them because they don't need any armor normally. But sometimes art does not actually imitate life. So here we go. isn't going to be the best that you're going to get out of Raz. He's not going to run far enough. I think the play is just continue driving the tank, right? Because I'm thinking about this before. I was like, man, whatever. But I think this round, the smartest thing is to right. Are that guy's okay? Yeah, they're okay. So you see here, AP rounds turns to a mortar or a brown T1 machine gun. So we're just going to use the mortar again. All right, here we go. That's dumb though, because there's an anti-tank guy. We're going to drive it right up to him, and I'm going to machine gun it. There we go. That's close enough, I think. I probably hit the guy. Yep, there we go. We got this. There we go. Okay. I think I'll be able to just like backdoor the tank here. Watch this. So we're going to come up here and give the tank more ammo again. And then run over and take the flag. I think that's... Is that it? Or do we... No, that's just the first space, right? Yep. So, as you remember from the first game, John, the Ragnite engine in the back is basically their weak point, and so there we go. A lot of CPU to work with. So do I, though. I have 10. So what's next? Where else do I go? Oh, it's down over here. Interesting. So I need to run. God, my guys are so spread out because like we just did a whole lot of nothing initially. We used the same like 3 or 4 guys. Alright. It's fine, I'll put it in Overwatch mode. Alright, let's get everybody else into play. We got a lot of command points to use, so we can definitely do just fine with that. Alright, next thing is we're going to want to bring this tank destroyer. Awkward with girls, oh no. We need to get a scout down here, though. That's the problem, because we get somebody who can actually figure out what's going on. Because I'm sure with that many command points, they got a lot more troops hiding out back there. Okay, there we go. There we go. We found some guys. So there's a scout and a stormtrooper. Awesome. As far as she can go first time, I think we might be able to run Kai all the way to that corner really quick. Hopefully. Maybe. No. Oh, man, can't she see anything from here? so that's fine. It's worth it to us actually to have her keep running, because if she can get, well, so first off, I think Riley can fire over those buildings. So let's take a look here and see if she can, because I think she actually can. Yeah, look at this. I think that. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Yep. Awesome. That's cool. I think Kai now can go around the corner and take out that stormtrooper, no problem. All right. Perfect. That's weird. She didn't end up taking him out, huh? Interesting. We'll just use Raz and we'll just go through here. Mad Dog. Can the tank get down there, I wonder? I'm not entirely sure. Here we go. That's it. Super cool. How'd we do? I got an A. Right? Well, that's the thing. It was like, oh, I got a KAR-1E. It's one of those things, though, these skirmishes, like, I don't know, just... So let's get through this this page at least. The baddest of... Wow. There's some of the dialogue in this game. Oh, there's some sound. Team Squad B. I know, right? Raw frogs. Yeah, this dialogue's kind of spastic in some ways. Like you'll get like super serious. There was a scene earlier, and you can watch the first part again later if you get the chance. Or once you play the game, once you buy it, they have this point where like they like muse about the futility of war and like deep like platoon level stuff, and then immediately pivot into wow, that's so funny. Look at some balloons, and like in the same sentence, it's ridiculous. All right. Rangers in the storm. Cool. Norisarin Nen. Aoife. Cool. Interesting. So yeah, so that's part 2. We got through that kind of interlude section that brought us back to before the squad formed and kind of showed us what was going on. Did a couple skirmishes. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Valkyria Chronicles. My goal is to play through this game. I'm assuming it'll take probably about a week, but I don't know until we actually do it. So thank you for joining us, and yeah. Be back tomorrow night with some more of this game. Take it easy.